Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Gym Leader Tyler, and today we're gonna be breaking down a new Pokemon Let's Go trailer. So this came out just this morning. It's going to show us a few new little details here. So let's dive right into it. Now let's dive into it. All right, so it starts off with a Moltres battle. So this is gonna be how legendary battles work. So I think, okay. So it's going to give us a little inside look at Go Park. So this is, where you can transfer your Pokemon from Pokemon Go into. I'm not sure if Pokemon Bank is going to work with this. There's no confirmation on that yet, but I guess we'll see. Yep, so connect with Pokemon Go. And this is going to be how all your Pokemon from Pokemon Go are going to be. I believe you have to recatch them in order to, have them on your team. Oh, this is an interesting game. So I guess you just collect as many Pikachu as you can, and then it gives you candies as a reward. Power up your Pokemon by battling like forever, or by using candies. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of like EV training, I believe, because let's look at it. Yeah, so it increases an individual stat. So this is definitely going to be the way EV training is going to work. I think that makes it definitely a lot easier to EV train. No, yeah, it definitely does. That makes it a lot simpler, I believe. Like, in my opinion. I don't know if that's as fun. That's kind of interesting. Like, will you get EVs from the Pokemon that you catch? Like, is that how it's gonna work, or is this the only way that you can get EVs? It's kind of interesting, but I guess we'll see. And that's also how you can increase the CP. That's cool too. Okay, and then you transfer just like Pokemon Go. That makes sense. Okay, so the way that I think this is gonna work is that I've always thought this from the beginning. People were a little bit afraid because they thought that boss battles were going to be not as fun because you just have to, you go up to them, there's this epic cutscene, and then you just try to catch them. But I'm pretty sure that the way it's going to work is you have to fight them first, and then you can beat them, and then once you beat them, then you can catch them, just like raid battles in Pokemon Go. And that would definitely make the most sense. And it would be kind of more like anime Pokemon. Like, you're supposed to feint them first and then catch them, which makes way more sense. But yeah. Scyther versus Moltres. Having a rough day, huh, buddy? Yeah. So that works just like that. So you battle it first, hit it down to 0, and then have a chance to catch it. I hope there's more than one way to get Mew, because I feel like it alienates a whole bunch of people and makes it impossible to complete the Pokedex if only a certain group of people that have money get to get Mew. So I'm sure they'll have like a distribution or like an event or something. Hopefully it's not just a distribution, because that's really boring. They need to have actual event Pokemon. But I guess we'll see. And that's the trailer. So it really focused on the way legendary battles would work and the way that the Go Park would work, which makes a lot of sense. We never really got to see much of it in depth before, so that's a good clarification. Nothing huge today. The news is definitely coming out like really, really steady. It's a good pace because we keep getting like little bits of information without them revealing everything that the game is going to be like, which is good. So let's go over everything in more detail from the Pokemon website. Connect to Pokemon Go for even more fun. Bring Pokemon to the Go Park Complex. The Go Park Complex is where your Pokemon will arrive after you've synced your Pokemon Go game with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. There, you'll be able to see your Pokemon friends running around and having fun. I think it looks, okay, in my honest opinion, it looks a little bit bland, but it is kind of cool to see all the Pokemon in the overworld like that. I wish there were sections to it, where like there'd be like a lake, a huge lake, where all of your water Pokemon could be chilling at, and then everything, would be in its kind of area, like biome, which I think would be a lot cooler. This art I love because I'm telling you, man, the art team is killing it on this. It looks so fun, looks so cool. Good art. All right. The Go Park complex has a total of 20 Go Parks. That's a lot. So it's gonna be like a Pokemon Go box thing that you can actually walk through. Interesting. That's a whopping 1,000 Pokemon you can keep. Let's break out the math. Let's break out the math right here. That's 50 Pokemon per park. Yeah, I'm sorry, I haven't taken a math class in like 3 years. Let's look through these pictures. All right, so that's the building that you come through, I assume. Lapras looking adorable. This is pretty cute. I still wish there were like biomes within each park. I feel like that would make a lot more sense, but that's okay. You'll find the Go complex in Fuchsia City. So, oh, is this going to be where the Safari Zone is? Hopefully they're not like replacing the Safari Zone or anything, which you reach by progressing through the story, which makes sense. It's like halfway through. While in a Go Park, you'll be able to observe your Pokemon gathering together and playing. Watch closely, and you might even see the Pokemon having conversations with each other. Interesting. I don't know if that's gonna do anything other than be cute. Linking your games. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee can be easily linked to Pokemon Go through Bluetooth Low Energy technology. Amazing. Once you're linked, all you'll need to do is follow the simple instructions in your game to transfer Pokemon. So you click Bring Your Pokemon, you select Pokemon to transfer, and then boom, they're there. Hopefully it's as seamless as they're making it seem. I feel like it'll probably work out the way they're saying, right? Right. There's no limit to the number of Pokemon Go accounts that can be tied to a single save in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. That means you're not limited to connecting with just your own Pokemon Go account. You can get Pokemon from friends and family too. Although Pokemon that you've brought from Pokemon Go into Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Pokemon Let's Go Eevee can't be sent back to Pokemon Go. Transferring your Pokemon over will earn you handy rewards in Pokemon Go that will help you in the game. So this is something I'm curious about, because even if it does give you rewards for doing this, there's something I feel like that's missing, you know? Like I feel like it's not as fair, because like you can catch shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go, but you can't trade them back. So it's like you have to be very, very sure that you want to send this to Pokemon Let's Go. But you also have to wonder like how important is Let's Go, and how compatible is it going to be with the other games, right? With like future games, like are Pokemon from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee going to be able to be put into the Pokemon Bank where we can bring to the next generation, or are they just going to be like stuck in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and you just transferred like your important shiny Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Let's Go, and you can just never touch them ever again? That's what I'm kind of concerned about, because I'm not sure if they're going to be able to let you bring Pokemon from Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu into the future Pokemon games. Because since it's kind of a side thing, it's kind of hard to tell if we're ever going to be able to transfer those Pokemon. It's just something to think about, you know? That's kind of what my worry is, because if I can't transfer my shiny Pokemon that I've worked hard to get in Pokemon Go into Pokemon Let's Go and then into any of the future games, then I'm just going to keep it on Pokemon Go, because I feel like it's more important to have it there, you know? Anyway, challenge yourself in the play yard. In the minigame, you'll need to lead all of the Pokemon into the goal area within the time limit. The Pokemon will all be doing their own thing at the start of the minigame, but they'll start following you once you get close enough to them. Watch out for the obstacle Pokemon that appear from time to time, though. Bump into one of them, and the Pokemon you've been gathering get surprised and run away. If you manage to get all the Pokemon into the goal area within 3 minutes, you win. Your prize is candies, which will prove invaluable as you put together your Pokemon team. Okay, so it's going to be a bunch of different Pokemon, not just Pikachu. I guess that was just for, like, you know, an example. Pokemon love candies. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee will feature candies, items that used to make Okay, I'm sorry. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee will feature candies, items that are used to make Pokemon stronger. You can increase Pokemon stats by using candies. Definitely EV training. Yeah, that's EV training. There are different kinds of candies, and each has a different effect. For example, giving Pikachu a quick candy increases its speed stat. Other candies will increase stats such as HP or attack. There are even some candies that will only have an effect on a particular species of Pokemon. Use all the different candies wisely to raise a super strong Pokemon. You'll be able to acquire candies by successfully completing games in the play yard of the Pokemon Go complex. You can also send Pokemon to Professor Oak to assist in his research, just like Pokemon Go, basically. He will give you candies in return. It seems as though there are even more ways of getting candies. Try taking one of your Pokemon for a stroll in the Pokeball Plus, and you might get some candies for your effort. Makes sense. In the world of Pokemon, there are certain special Pokemon that are hardly ever seen. These Pokemon are known as legendary Pokemon. In the Kanto region, where you'll be having your adventures, and I said that's so weird, where you'll be having your adventures, 3 of these legendary Pokemon are Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. You won't be able to catch these legendary Pokemon the same way you catch most other Pokemon you encounter in the wild. You'll have to defeat them in a battle first. Once you defeat them, you'll have the opportunity to catch them, which I really like. It makes sense. It's easy. It makes it way less epic than just catching it, you know? If you're worthy to catch these legendary Pokemon, they become valuable members of your team. In addition, you can also have these mighty Pokemon follow you around as you explore the Kanto region. You'd think they'd be big enough for you to ride, right? Yep, so that's all the news that came out today. I think the legendary Pokemon thing was pretty predictable. Like, I would assume that's the best way that they could possibly have done legendary Pokemon without sacrificing the battle that you need to, you know, catch them. I think that's definitely the best way. It wasn't really surprising to me. It's pretty much exactly how I thought it would end up working anyway. The Go Park, it's kind of like we already knew the way that the Go Park was going to work. It's not like we learned anything different, but it's nice to see a more detailed and clear explanation of how exactly it's going to work. Not exactly new stuff today, but it's definitely cool to see it all. Like to, you know, physically, visually see how it's going to end up working. And it kind of is just like it's just a little taste of what's to come. And I think it's really smart of them to be releasing this kind of smaller stuff just to keep our brains quelled until, you know, the actual game comes out. And they can't give away everything, so it makes sense that they didn't give away like the secrets of the game or anything. But yeah, not the most exciting trailer, not the worst trailer. Still got to see some cool stuff. Got to see everything in action. So you know, no complaints here. They didn't have to give us a trailer. But yeah, if you want to keep hearing about Pokemon news, you can always visit my channel. I'll be reporting them right here. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you like me, maybe subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.